Okay. Sorry, I was trying to edit a video on my phone. It wasn't going swimmingly, so I will have to figure that out later. But hello, welcome. Happy Monday. Happy first full week of July. Happy first full week of quarter 3, which is, I don't know how time has gotten here. I still haven't fixed my Kanban board yet. Happy full moon. Today's a full moon, so if you feel like doing a tarot reading or some sort of manifestation ritual for yourself, today is definitely a good day to do it. Let's see. The other thing, I got these in the mail today, which is the video that I was trying to edit. So I think I mentioned the last time that I had been stalking an account called Gracing You with Art. And so I did purchase, but look at those. They're so cool. Anyway, so these came in the mail today and I was very, very excited. I'm very happy. So yeah, and they look even cooler in person than they do on camera. Cameras do not do it justice, but it's very cool. Okay, what else is new? I was playing Diablo 4 the other night, and a storm rolled through, and Dad was watching me, and he had forgotten that his computer was on, his desktop computer was on, and so we didn't discover till the next morning, but his power supply got like overloaded with the lightning, even though we have like a surge protector and stuff. So his power supply is dead, so he is contemplating getting a new computer, and he is looking at all of the like nice gaming towers, and I'm like slightly jealous. But it's okay. My computer runs most of the games that I want to play quite well. So I'm excited. I also have something on my shirt, apparently. Anyway, yes. So I'm excited. I also had a story idea pop up into my brain yesterday while I was driving to go see Bestie and Baby. So I wrote down some notes when I got home yesterday. And so this is going to fit into the Chimera Moon universe. So that's what I'm going to be probably trying to like draw out other little hints and clues and things of like how it fits into and who the characters are and everything else. So because I just like a glimpse of something that sometimes happens. It just sometimes happens. So yeah, so that is what I'm going to be probably working on today, is a little bit of trying to draw out that idea for the Chimera Moon universe. And once I have gotten as much of that down as possible, if I no longer have anything more to go on, then I might work on creating the stickies for the Kanban board. So yeah, hopefully I will be able to continue just like discovery writing for this new shiny new idea. But yes, so that is what we're going to be doing, what I'm going to be doing. I don't know what you're going to be doing. You can tell me what you're going to be doing. So that way I don't feel so alone in working today. I know that Mondays are sometimes productivity days. So in fact, I can hear the washer has stopped washing. So I might have to disappear during one of our sprints for a few minutes to change that. Also, if you were a fan of boiled peanuts, I found the first green peanuts on sale, which is like really early for the season. But if you're a fan of boiled peanuts, you might want to check out your local grocer and see if they have some. I think they're like quarter bushel bags of green peanuts. In case you need a reason to consume an excess amount of sodium. They're so tasty though. But yeah, so, a few good things. I saw Bestie. I went to the Asian grocery store that's like, we went to the coffee house that was near a particular H Mart. And so, one, I got to have really nice pastries that I had forgotten how good they were. Two, I got to spend time with Bestie and Bestie's mini me, and got to go to the grocery store, which, like, things that we don't normally have. Got to get a couple of things from there, including like just the like little bits of mochi for going on like shaved ice and stuff. They had one of those. I'm like, yes. So I stopped by the regular grocery store to get some non-dairy ice cream to go with it, and because we don't have an ice maker that like is good for shaved ice. So I was just gonna have the mochi with some regular non-dairy ice cream, and so I was wandering around as you do at the grocery store, and saw the green peanuts. So I was excited, bought those for Dad. Brought them home. I'm like, I've solved our non-existent snacking problem of like what to snack on next. So yeah. So yesterday was a very good day. I'm hoping we kind of continue that today and get lots of words or productivity done. So yeah, that's the vibe we're hoping for today. Stacy says, I am ready to get to work now. If only my kids would let me work. Are they kind of like cats? And if you give them, a miniature version of whatever you're working on, they'll work on that. I've seen that several times where like people buy like mini laptops made of like cardboard for their cats because the cats keep laying on their laptop. I mean, anytime you give technology to kids, sometimes it distracts them for a while. But yeah, yeah. Maybe it's just me as an easily distractible person. CB says, hello, just finishing dinner. I'll be writing my hand because I've finished my type chapters for now. Nice. Excellent. I love that you're working in both modes. Monique says, working on the next chapter of one of your Buffy fanfics, also boiling some corn. Yes. Tasty. Yum. Cool Gamer says, hey, hello, welcome. And Jen says, hello, hello. CB says, be right back. All right. And you're back. Excellent. Stacy says, yeah, ready to go. Excellent. CB has never had boiled peanuts. If you like salty things and don't mind sort of like, I don't know, how would I wet, slippery, mushy texture at the same time. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be super wet. If you're eating them right out of the pot, they are. But if you let them like dry overnight in the fridge, they're less wet. Stacy says, I'm working on chapter 7. Ooh, you tried to write it last night, but you just couldn't. 6 through 8 are the new chapters, first drafting of them. Then you get to go back and start work on the second draft of the earlier. Okay, so you're adding in some things. Gotcha. You're bowling tomorrow. Nice. And you finally managed to book Oppenheimer. I can't remember. For July 21st. Excellent. That's fantastic. Stacy says, my youngest was cleaning her room and had to show me every step. Okay. She's done cleaning now and she's going to get the TV. Her sister is still cleaning her room. Okay. Well, hopefully you will just have to do the finished check then with the sister. Maybe. Just Eva says, hey, hello, welcome. Long time no see. Yes. Am I doing camp? I don't know. It depends. I had not really planned to do anything specific for camp other than like just write and see if I could get a decent amount for the month. But since I have this new idea for something in the Chimera Moon universe, maybe it will turn into a camp project. I'm not sure. So we're going to see how today goes, kind of determines some of that. Rachel says, hello. Hello. Morgan says, hello, everyone. Hello. And Stacy says, each chapter is a different child of the ancestral couple. So you just never got to the last children written. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Justiva says to Rachel and Morgan, hello, and smiley face. Yes. All right. So, do we want to start? Do we want to start with a 25 or do we want to start with a 30? What are y'all feeling like? Because last time we talked so long that we started with a 30, but I felt like it went pretty well. So 25 or 30, what you feeling like? Because I'm sure some of you have already been writing today, and some of you, this may be your first sprint. I'm not sure. Okay. So we have the ant inverted. Yes, Eva, let's start. And Emmy is here. Hello. Welcome. Okay, so Monique and Stacy both vote for 25. All right. And Stevie says, if kiddos are bored and old enough, there's always Nano's Young Writers Program. This is true. If they're under 13, you need to sign them up with your own email. If they are over, they can have their own. Gotcha. Okay, so we have the inverse, the upside down of the ant. So there's going to be an ant on the screen in a few seconds. Just remember that it is the inverse, so it's upside down. So ant is going to be on the screen in 3, 2, 1. Ant on the screen. Here is our ant friends. They have different, okay, sorry. I need to have my background for it to show up sharply. Here we go. All right, there's our ant friends. Okay, and I'm going to take the ants away. Okay, and maybe see if it'll refocus. All right, so the inverse, so the upside down or the protection message. Do you really believe that you have to do everything yourself? Do you believe that somehow any help you get will be disappointing or not good enough? Perhaps it is time to address your issues of control and your bias towards the negative. It doesn't matter where or why you came to be pessimistic or mistrustful. The fact that the ant is showing up now is a sign that you have an opportunity to heal and to relearn to trust others, and the trust that they will show up for you in a genuine way. The ant wants you to remember that your expectations and limiting beliefs are a vibrational offering that draws in the opposite of what you desire. The spirit wants to help you and will send collaborative partners your way. It is time to see the universe as conscious and connected, loving and helpful, but you must participate in this activity of co-creation. Creating reality is not just about dreaming. If you are feeling orphaned from the community, reach out and communicate it. If you feel vulnerable, know that being present in your vulnerability will help you draw in someone who wants to assist you. Trust in your partnership with the spirit, and your outer conditions will start to reflect that. Then you will see the miracles waiting for you, including partners who appear ready to lend a hand. Nice. The ant, really? You had an ant friend with you for a couple of days, and only just last night got her to go into a jar to get outside. She's huge. I say huge because why not? Yeah, sometimes they can get real big. In fact, there were, the fire ants were enormous compared to the regular ants. Stacy says, my youngest is special needs, looking to teach her how to read. Your oldest is disinterested in writing, so is so disinterested in writing that it's not funny. Gotcha. I say she, her, because why not in terms of the ant? CB says to Stacy, I've heard reading eggs is really good for teaching little ones to read. Just Eva says, how dare you? Monique says, the ant fits with what you're working on in terms of the Buffy and Spike fanfic. Excellent. Excellent. All right, let's do this. I forgot to pull up my timers ahead of time. My bad. Let me do that. Okay, we're going to start with a 25-minute teapot. Or should we start with the 25-minute nano? So teapot or nano, real quick, in terms of the timer. I also did not pop out my chat, so I'm going to have to do that during the... so gray teapot, or what color is my nano? Sort of fuchsia and green. Nano. All right. Present. Share screen again. Choose the tab. Share again. Make it big. All right. So here we go. Let's do our regular reminders, and I'm going to also have to refill my glass of water. So, 1, save your document if you've already been working today. If not, now's a fantastic time to pull up your document or documents that you plan on working on. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is that you're supposed to be hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. Here we go, 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. That was a nice sprint. Very nice. I got 529 words, all about this new potential story that is in the Chimera Moon universe. I think I got the core of like one of the early scenes, because I can tell just based on how the idea came to me that there's going to be at least one time skip, perhaps two. And they're going to switch between the two main characters. That way you can have perspective of like the same time frame, but just from different characters. So, but I got one of the time skips sections from one main character. Now I'm ready to do with the second sprint the other main character's perspective at the same time. Sort of same time. It's gonna be more like this particular moment and a little after. Yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna save it because your girl's paranoid. So, alrighty. There was a good bit of chat about recommended either books or programs for helping doing sight words and reading and whatnot. Okay, so part of the problem is your daughter is semi-verbal and you don't realize how much learning to read takes oratory language until you try teaching someone who does not speak. There's so much where you expect the child to confirm verbally what they have read. This is true, yes. And it's a challenge you were not ready to meet when she was younger, trying harder now. Yeah, but that is very true. There's a lot of reading that is verbal, extremely verbal. Because there's the difference in like the B's and the P's, and like, do you recognize which direction the tail is going? B's, P's, Q's. And so that all requires some sort of like verbal check generally. You can add these in there as well, because again, tail and direction, because those are things that generally educators use to indicate whether or not you have dyslexia, or whether, and the differences in vowel shapes and things like that. So yeah, there's a lot of verbal that goes on with learning and checking, like sort of like minor assessments of your reading abilities, because a lot of that is done out loud. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that, about how much of that is verbal, in fact. But she has improved a lot since she's been in school, and she recognizes a lot of words. It's great. OCB suggests the sand trays might work. Also finger paints. If she has texture issues, using an unsharpened pencil might work. Also, yeah, things that I hadn't necessarily thought about with the texture. Yeah. It's hard for her to write because she has hypertonia. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. When you were teaching your kids the ABCs, you would write letters in blocks like hopscotch so that they could play and learn at the same time. Yeah, that's true. That's also a good way. She does a lot of workbooks, but it isn't like she's going to write a story anytime soon. Gotcha. Becca says hello. Hello. They had to say the letter that they hopped on it. Yeah, but yeah, that's true. I told Becca what card we had pulled. BA is here and says that you're doing well and hope all is well with us. Yes, things are going pretty well, I think. She's a little young to learn how to type, but she is learning how to find all the keys to spell her name in therapy. Oh, nice. At the therapy sign-in. Oh, that's fun. Yeah. Try using small candies to get her to draw out the shapes. For everyone she gets right, she gets a reward. You learned how to do long division with chocolate buttons? Yes. Nice. And if you have access to a laminator, oh, I love laminators. Look, I don't know if it's just like people with teachers in their families or teachers themselves, but like a good laminator is nice. Yes. So when your oldest was very young, you'd put flashcards around the house for sight words: couch, chair, table, sink, etc. Yeah, nice. That also works if you're trying to teach a second language. This is also true. Yes, and I've heard of this a lot in terms of like bilingual households. This being one of the techniques that you use to learn both at the same time, which is kind of fun. Nouns have the advantage of being seen and understood rather than sounded out to be understood. True. Yes. Yeah, that helps. It says hi, hello. Although now that we have GIFs, this might be a little easier now with technology. If you want to have like bounce, you can have the GIF for that, or jump or run. So this is definitely an advantage that technology has. Excuse me. And he said hi. Just Eva says those who speak ASL primarily may have some tips on teaching less verbal learning. Ooh, this is a good point. Yeah, definitely true. Super Nanny has an entire section on her site about additional needs. Nice. Just Eva had to go. Becca says you just read what the inverted means, and okay, I like that. We are not alone. Yes, indeed, perfect for camp. Very true. Yes. Stacy says never thought to check into ASL as a way to learn how to read. We did some baby signs when she was younger, but she's not kept up with any of them. Yeah, but that is true. The ASL would definitely, because they have to convert ASL to learning written language at the same time, and the grammatical structure between the two is very, very different. So they might definitely have some tips for learning how to read that would be a little different from neurotypical. So Sumi says 0 words on your project because you had to get a cloth for your glasses and wipe them. Yes, clean glasses are a must if you want to see. Yes. You got 145 words in your document. Excellent. Many other words in the chat. Yes. And hopefully you have some recommendations that will help in the process. Amy has gotten about 700 words. On fire. Yes, absolutely. That's amazing. Rachel says, okay, I've gotten 4,430 words revised for your Camp Nano project this morning. Wow, you are in a revision, yes. That's good. But time to shift gears into something else. Yeah, after you revise for a while, you definitely, it's like, my brain hurts, must do something different. Amy says, I'm writing the final part of the story. Ooh, exciting. You finished part 5 today, and you're not really pressing yourself on any more. Gotcha. Morgan got about 350-ish. Excellent. Vowel sounds, yes. But long or short, yep. Yeah. So much is verbal. Yes. 848 words so far. Nice. Of your fanfic chapter. That's okay. You did British Sign Language for a while when you were learning to sign in sentences. The words were the other way around from how they were written on paper. Yeah. Perhaps a little bit more like French or Spanish grammar. Yeah, English is just so weird. English is just, it's such a hodgepodge, higgledy-piggledy mix of things. Yeah. Rachel says, I think I'm actually getting better at this revision situation. Oh, good. And if you have those tips and tricks you want to give us that makes it better, please provide. Because I'm still over here struggle bussing on my revisions and edits. I think you just like, unfortunately, it's kind of like finding your own voice with writing. You just have to write to find it. I think you also have to do that with revisions. And so you can get some tips and tricks from people that might help you, but you do have to kind of establish your own revision process by just revising, which is unfortunate because I would like to cheat my way into a fully revised manuscript. CB says, I know parts of speech, but I'm not entirely sure what we're around they go. Gotcha. Yes. Yes. This is a wonderful quote. English takes other languages down a dark alley and steals from them. Yes. Yes. Yeah. English is weird. Okay. All right. Let's do a 30 minutes. And we can do the 30-minute purple teapot, or if we want to continue with the nano themes, the 30-minute nano is orange. So purple teapot or orange nano, which would you prefer? I did remember to pop out my chat this time, so we can do orange nano or purple teapot. Stacy says purple and CB says teapot. All right. I may have to make a less ugly orange nano, although it kind of sometimes fits with how I feel during a nano month of like chaos. So anyway, all right, so purple teapot it is. Let's do our reminders. 1, make sure you save your document and all of the wonderful progress we have made. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is that you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4, make sure that if you need a break to go switch the laundry or get a refill of your water, please do that. All right, here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I'm now at 2,009 words. So what was that? I don't think it was quite 500, but maybe 480 for that sprint. Some of that was kind of like backtracked and trying to find the right wording. This point of view took me a little bit longer to kind of like get into. I'm still not quite happy with a couple of things, but it will do with it. It'll do for a start and just to kind of like get my basic like the basic point of the scene going. So yeah, that's how we're doing. So 1,000 words, not too shabby, especially in just 2 sprints. Let's see. Yes, please don't forget to do your self promo. That was the second sprint of the session. Rachel says, laundry. I knew I forgot something. Yes, indeed. I did swap mine over as well as refill my water glass. So I've done those things. Amy says, self-promo. I have a channel that has been heavily saturated with sketching videos. However, it does have some videos on books and writing and also a newsletter available for any monthly recommendations. So make sure y'all check out Amy North's channel. Charlie is here. Hello, welcome. Your day is having a late start, but after a nightmarish weekend, you slept in a bit. Gotcha. And so the nightmare included both the fireworks and the AC dying on one of the hottest days of the year so far. So 2 days without AC, not comfortable sleeping for sure. Yeah. Let's see. Emmy says the guilt of my content drifted. The guilt of your content, the types of your content drifted away from writing recently. You have to fix that. You can do both. It's fine. Ayani said hi to Charlie. Charlie says you can read my fiction, thoughts on writing, music, and other such things at www.projectshadow.com. Still waiting for the repair people for the AC, but you spent some money you don't have on window AC unit so that you can stop sweating. Yeah, it's always like things go out at the most inconvenient of times, don't they? It's frustrating sometimes. BA says, find my current nano project here at bapascar.com/Willow Hill. Nice. Mama Maggie is here as well and says, hello, lovelies. Nice to see you. And Mama Maggie says, get 4 free books today and check out my latest release on Amazon. And here is Mama Maggie's Amazon link. Here is Emmy's channel. Here is Rachel's channel. Here is Monique's channel. And Emmy's saying hi to Mama Maggie. CB's headed for a bath. Yes, and here's CB's channel as well. Here is Becca's channel. Excellent. Here is Mama Maggie's channel. Or no, sorry, Mama Maggie giving Just Eva's channel. There we go, Brian. Here is Bonnie being Bonnie's channel. CB managed to write 1-page longhand and updated all of your YouTube links, added your Substack and all 3 of your fanfic platforms accounts to there. Nice. Excellent. CB said, or Brian, my eyeballs are still up here. Becca says, using the sprints to read my assigned reading for the week for class. You got through a chapter. Nice. Excellent. Stacy says, 297 words this sprint. Excellent. Rachel revised through 1,572 words. That's amazing. You are doing fantastic on these revisions. Mom Maggie opened a document, shared some links, sipped some coffee, and you are now ready to start your Camp Edmo project. Yes. Rachel says hi to Mama Maggie. Stacy says, I think this is the first time that I've been actually working on a camp project and coincidentally you have not used the Nano site. I wonder if there's a connection between that two. I wonder. All right, let's see. We have time for a third sprint, which is nice. So we'll do another 25-minute sprint. Let's see, which 25-minute timer should we use? Should we use, let's use the turtle. We haven't used the turtle in a while. Make it big. All right. Becca voted for something that farts. Well, this one has bubbles, you know. Not quite the same thing, but we can always imagine, right? Okay, so 1, save your document. 2, make sure that you have something to hydrate with. Go ahead and take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure if you need a break, take one. So if you need to swap laundry, refill your glass, have a snack, walk around and stretch a little bit more, whatever it is you need to do, take care of yourself as we are writing. So here we go, 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay. I'm trying to figure out how I want to phrase the end of this sentence or the end of this idea. Okay. I think that is enough of the bones of this, which means that I have finished 1, 2, 3. I've finished 3 of the scenes, so I only have 1 left in order to like do this time skip between the 2 characters. So that's not bad, and I'm up to 1660. So like I need 7 more words to hit the nano. But anyway, so I'm pretty pleased with that. That gives me a lot to go on. So yeah, I'm excited. So, and again, this is all in new story in the Chimera universe. So, hooray! All right, how'd y'all do? Mama Maggie is asking how Rachel is feeling today. Rachel says, very good, thanks. Are you feeling better after the COVID bout? Rachel says, I cut nearly 1,000 words from this chapter. Nice. So glad you went back through it. Yes. Yeah, I'm slowly realizing, how bad of a habit I have of adding excessive words. Some of it is just natural inclination. Some of it might be caused by nano things. So instead of finding the right words, finding all of the words, but yeah, so I'm trying to undo certain habits. Yeah. But anyway, Stacy says, sighs, my program froze. Oh no, that stinks. Jen Writes Romance says, hi Maggie and Becca and Rachel. All the highs. Monique says, I know how I want this fanfic chapter to end, so I'm going to work on that now. Excellent. Yay. You got through another chunk of reading, and it's really inspiring. One of those things where it's exactly what you needed to hear. Fantastic. Do we have another sprint? I don't think so. I've got some other things besides laundry that need to be done in the house. And I also need to do a couple things for the hunt for a new day job. So yeah. So I think that's going to be it for me. I'm trying to think. I have not scheduled the next sprint. I think it might be on Friday. So, because I'm trying to just spend a little bit more time doing the search for the day job. Just that way I don't feel the guilt spiral about not spending enough time on it. So, but yeah, so and Thursday I've got a tour of the local university, the one that I had the first round of interviews with. I'm hoping to hear back on Monday from them regarding the round 2. So I'm just going to take a tour of the campus, refresh myself on like what's there and what has changed, etc. So yeah, so that'll be on Thursday. So I'll have a little bit more to talk about, hopefully either Friday or maybe next week sometime. So yeah. But anyways, Rachel says, oh no, smacks the program. Yes. Jen has been, Becca was reading for the class assignment, I think, if I'm remembering that correctly. Mom Maggie says to Rachel, my taste and smell has come back. Yay! And your eyes have stopped draining, so you think you're finally on the mend. Yeah, that's nice. Good. Glad you're feeling better. Yes. And Mom Maggie is also just happy to have gotten How to Become a Cat Lady published for Anne's birthday, especially since you couldn't see her. Gotcha. Stacy says, I got 359 words, and I probably have about another paragraph or so left in the chapter. This chapter is just under 1,000 words at the moment. Gotcha. Rachel says, I got used to helping people fluff their essays in college. Yeah. And I think they have, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because yeah. Academic writing, a lot of times, if it's not technical writing, academic writing is a lot of times very much full of like, what else can I add? So, yeah. Becca says to Jen, for class, it's all about tapping into creativity to think outside the box. Nice. Stacy says, I did get my program back up and working. Yay. Excellent. Charlie worked on an article for World Building Summer Camp. Yes, because World Anvil is holding their summer camp as well. Because Carrie tricked me into reading the prompt and I can't help myself. Oh no. Oh no. Stacy says, darn, I need about 15 minutes to finish this chapter. I'm sorry. Jen says, I like your classes from what I heard in the video. Jen is taking 2 classes in 8 weeks, so you know how fast time flies by. Yeah, it does. Mom Maggie says, good luck with your classes. And BA says, 168 words and discovered a chapter titled, Rule the World. Excellent. Every term I ask myself if I made a mistake going back to school. Well, you know, sometimes we want that extra knowledge and that extra validation and everything. Excuse me. I might have to have a tea or something to go with whatever all the other things I'm going to be doing this afternoon. So, yeah. Thank you for the sprints. You're welcome. All right, y'all. Don't forget to save before you head out and have fun. And hopefully I will see y'all in some chats in the evenings. If not, I will see y'all the next time I schedule a live stream. So, all right. Bye.